Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Potential Unleashed. We're back with another video. This is One Piece chapter 1076, I believe. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like woke up. You can well, I don't make my bed all the time in my videos anyway, but like you can see that my bed is like messed up. I just woke up. I got back from work. I took like a little nap like I usually do, and like I got on my computer. I was gonna do some homework and record another video, and all of a sudden I like something like on my YouTube feed said 1076 reaction. I was like, what the heck? And then I looked on the website and it's here. I was like, oh snap. So we're doing this kind of like right on the spot. Really interesting, but interesting chapter. I will say a lot of stuff went down. We're gonna talk about it, but if you guys enjoy regular reviews like these, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out new. With that away, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's get into the review. So the title is called Old Friends, and in the last chapter we saw Zoro and Luffy. They're in an ultimatum where they have Kid Hawk and S Bear going against Luffy and Zoro and Lucci and Kaku. They are handcuffed, and Zoro and Luffy, they feel like if they die that they would feel some type of way, or it wouldn't sit right with them seeing that they hurt people who couldn't fight back. And so for me personally, I think Zoro and Luffy can fight these guys on their own. However, it's going to be a little bit of it's going to be harder if they have to keep trying to protect these people, all of that. So the question is, like, are they going to fight? And so Luffy's like, it's funny. Kaku said, hey, we'll put the restraints back on if you uncuff us. And Luffy's like, really? Okay, we'll do it. And Zoro's like, what? Luffy, they're lying. Like, what are you doing? And then Kid Hawk goes in and tries to attack him and uses this slash attack from his leg. And at first I thought he just sent like a really quick air slash, similar to Zoro's like 108 caliber Phoenix, right? Or 360, whatever. And I was like, wait. And all of a sudden, because we never knew what his extra devil fruit was. I know Jinbei's has Senior Pink's. I don't remember Boa Hancock. Well, I don't think Boa Hancock and S Bear, I don't think that they have like the Seraphim Hancock, that they have additional devil fruits. I could be mistaken, I don't remember, but because they already have devil fruits, I don't know if they mixed them. They may have, but Mihawk and Jinbei are not, they don't have devil fruits. And so Vegapunk, he gave them once, and he gave, which actually makes sense, he gave Kid Hawk the dice fruit powers. I think that's interesting. And Zoro, having fought Mr. One and having fought Dash Bones and Mihawk, knows how this ability works. And so Zoro, he saves Kaku, and Luffy saves Lucci again. And so he's like, yo, we're not gonna get anywhere like this. And CP0 was asked by I think it's Stella 1, I forget, Shaka, I think, was like, yo, our mission is to eliminate the head Vegapunk and then the 6 passive Vegapunks as well. And him and Kaku, I love their interaction. He's like, yo, what the fluff are you saying this for? He said, they definitely not going to let us how you keep doing this. And so he's not going to let Stussy off the hook for betraying all of that. And so Lucci's like, I'm killing y'all regardless. Kaku's sitting here like, bruh, we're handcuffed. Our life, our fate is in their hands. You gotta let us, shut the fluff up. That's what Kaku's basically saying. Nami screams, and Zoro, he's like, oh, that's Nami. He said all 4 of them must be running wild. He's talking about all the Seraphims. Where Luffy's like, yo, give me the keys. He catches him. And so Luffy says, yo, when I uncuff you and when all 4 of the Seraphims are out the way, you'll know and realize how strong I am. You can't beat me. He said, you're not going to be a sore loser and go after his friends and the Vegapunks, right? And so I was like, oh, man, this ain't going to work. And Lucci pops out. He's like, yo, he said, I'm beating you first. He said, and then I'm going after your friends because they're not going to live long after I get you. And Zoro's like, whoa. He took the bait. I found that interesting. So they finally get out their handcuffs. Luffy goes into gear 4th. Lucci, he uses his leopard, devil fruit. He goes into its hybrid form, and they both use an attack. He uses 6 Kong gun, and Luffy uses the Kong gun. And then Zoro and Kaku, they get into action against Kid Hawk, and he uses the Purgatory Onigiri. I'm starting to realize Zoro uses this attack a lot. This might be his favorite attack on the low. And then Kaku, he uses the Tempest Kick. And then they send S Bear and Kid Hawk flying, and I don't think they're done. I think that was too quick. But definitely, quick interaction. I loved it. And so that's where we leave off with this group. Now we cut to somewhere else on Egghead Island, and there are different CP agents. They are hungry. They haven't had food for 2 months. Where we know when they first, I don't remember the exact chapter number, but when they first got on the island, there was talks about ships going missing. Like, did Shaka or anybody know or have anything to do with it? And so Vegapunk was like, Vegapunk's down there as well. I was like, huh? And he's handcuffed, jangle. And so it's like, yo, I had no idea now that everything was happening. Now, a question that I have, maybe I'm just a little slow, but I know Boney's powers don't work forever, but how, like, I don't know if this is like the real Vegapunk and the one up top is like a clone, or the one that was with Boney was a clone, or the powers happened and Boney and Vegapunk, they got separated. He got thrown down here, and whoever the true traitor is the one that did this. I'm not sure, but those are just my 2 thoughts. If it is a clone, then that's crazy that this old fart is out beating everybody. But I guess to be fair, it would be a clone and somebody like is actually pretty strong. Or like I said, this is just the real Vegapunk, and whoever the traitor is got caught Vegapunk and Boney while they were lacking. Also, I want to mention that G9, their base, that they have sent out soldiers headed for Egghead Island. We know that I believe Smoker and Tashigi are there, so hopefully they're the ones that are going to Egghead Island, because hey, they like the Straw Hats. Now this part of the chapter had me like, okay. So we're at a certain island in the new world. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because it's not very, well, no, I'll wait actually. So we get to this island. There's this man at the bar drinking, and there's this little kid who's like, yo, I want to go on adventures with you. And it's somebody at the bar, it's similar to how Luffy, and I think her name was Makimo, the girl at Luffy's village, and so the guy who's drinking, it's Shanks. And so Rockstar comes in and is like, yo, somebody's actually attacking us. What you want us to do? He defeated or is scrapping with our youngins and, defeated him, right? And so it's going to turn into a full-scale battle. What's the move? And Shanks is like, all right, I lost track of time. I was meeting with some old friends, catching up with them. But let's get down to business. Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo, and Yas there as well. And so they're about to set sail, right? Then all of a sudden, the 2 that were at Little Garden, I think it's I don't remember, Dory and Groggy, I think, they're here. And then also the 2 people who were on what's that island called? And his lobby, they're here as well. And so it's the person that is attacking them. He's like, yo, Rockstar give him a message, and this person's Captain Kid. So Kid's on Elbaf. That's the island that the mysterious island that I mentioned earlier that I was like, I'm not gonna say yet. It's Elbaf, right? So he's like, yo, message for Captain Kid. He has a choice. He gotta hand over his rubbings and scram, or they can fight. And I'm like, oh shoot, Kid, what are you going to do? And so there's different ships around Elbaf as well, and these are the ships for Shanks. They are some of his allies. And so I'm like, I want to know. Well, I'll save this part for the end of the chapter. And so Kid, he pulls up. He said last night it was completely one-sided. They took his arm and they didn't get to see red hair Shanks. So I want to know who took his arm. If I had to bet, it was either Lucky Roo, Ben Beckman, or Yasop. If I'm picking one of them, I'm picking Lucky Roo. I'm actually picking. I want to say Ben Beckman. I'm picking Lucky Roo. But so Shanks, he's pulling up, right? He's like, all right, let's get ready for battle. And Killer's like, yo, they won't settle for an arm this time. They'll take your life instead. But guess what? Kid's a mother fluff and he's an actual pirate. He's like, only if I lose. So they're about to fight. Now, Kid's gonna lose, right? His crew is trash. Besides him and Killer, his crew is trash. They already lost to Kaido once. And so Kid's not on the level of Shanks. Yet, he's not even on the level of Big Mom and Kaido yet. He's almost there, but he ain't there yet. And so, my question is how, when he loses, because he's not going to be killed, because he's going to be important for the end game of the series. But, my question is this, when Luffy pulls up, when Law pulls up, because Law ain't dying to Blackbeard either. What's all going to happen? I'm very interested in seeing that reunion, especially with Luffy and Shanks and with Kid as well, and like with the two giants that were on Little Garden. It seems like they are affiliated with Shanks and that they're his allies now. And so, you know, when they pull up, you know, what's Luffy gonna do? And Shanks has all these allies. Is the Straw Hat Grand Fleet gonna pull up? Like, it's gonna be, I think in like one of Oda's for Jump Fest, he talked about how it's gonna be, you know, hopefully this person doesn't die, but it's gonna be like a battle, like a free-for-all or Royal Rumble or something like that. So if it's, you know, Shanks, you know, Blackbeard may pull up, Law, Luffy, probably the world government, freaking who else? Am I missing something? Kid? Like, this is about to be a crazy final fight for the One Piece. Like I said, Kid ain't got no shot. Alright, him and Killer. Kid probably could take out Lucky Roo. Now, he ain't taking out Van Beckman. He ain't taking out Shanks. Killer, I don't know who Killer's fighting, but Kid, like I said, there's a difference between, you know, being confident and just being stupid. I don't have a problem with Kid thinking he can beat people. His bounty's 3 billion, but he's pulling up on a Yonko who has a higher bounty than him, has a stronger crew, has more allies and everything. Like, Kid, you have everything to lose here. So I don't know what you're doing. Maybe he just wants revenge. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you guys feel about chapter 1076 in the comment section below. There is a break next week, unfortunately. I may sound like a little bit stuffy. I got sick again. How the heck did I get sick twice in a month? It's crazy, but I feel much better than I did last time, so I'm able to pump this out. Really happy about this. Gonna be back on uploading a lot more videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok is on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.